Okay, beginning with a close-up view, I'll re-show what I was talking about. Keep your hand straight with the fretboard. If you start tilting it down, you're not going to play well. As you go between the E and the A form bars, there might be a little bit of tilting, but not a whole lot if you're wanting to play well. In fact, your hand will just kind of move naturally straight down. Okay, with the E form bar chords, I'll start with your open E. Assuming you already know that. You can sort of start getting used to the E shape by pretending the nut of the guitar is the bar, which it is originally, reshaping the E on the 3 string, the 5 string, and the 4 string. It should sound just like an open E chord. What's going to happen with the E's is as you go and change voicings, it's going to look a lot like, or should sound a lot like, the minors, the 7ths, and other fingerings. Now when you're doing this, my body is sort of in the center of the guitar here, so it's not right in the center, but it's kind of back a little bit so I can reach these. What happens in the E form is these move up, which if you strum and have open strings will have a pretty odd sound. It's a nice sound for some songs, but not for the straight out major and minors. Then I'm going to bar my 1 finger. Before I get a lot farther, I'm going to get on and talk about the barring part. It's not going to be perfectly straight up unless you're trying to be uncomfortable. It's going to have maybe a slight angle to it. But the thing of it is it's going to be kind of hugging the back of the fret, not on it, because if it's on it, you get muted sounds. So a person could start going by, getting in shape just by putting the 1 finger down and getting a good sound for all 6 strings. Don't overbar. That'll cause some of the joints of your fingers to perhaps be in an area where it's going to cause a gap between the string and the fretboard, and you have a muted sound. While practicing this 1 finger bar, don't put your other fingers on top of it because you're really defeating the purpose. So once again, not in the center of the fretboard or fret. You're going to need to be kind of near the back because you need the 2 and the 3 and the 4 finger to go on the next 2 frets, right next to the 1. So you really got a 3 fret area, 1, 2, being played. A quick word about playing with what kind of style of guitar. For instance, steel string acoustics will generally have 12 gauge strings on them. Now the thing about the 12 gauge strings is it's a heavier gauge of string, so it's got more tension to it, harder to push down. I actually put 10 gauge strings on my acoustic. That loses a little bit of bass sound, but it helps me on fretting that bar chord.